And we're back on halftime. Senior markets commentator Mike Santoli joining us with his midday word. Mike, always good to see you. Joe highlighted earlier that crypto was leading the declines in the equity market. I'm looking right now. The Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ all at session lows. Your take?
Well, it's absolutely true in terms of what the worry point has been for the market tactically, which is the fact that Bitcoin could not hold a bid. Last night, after NVIDIA reported, and of course, NVIDIA did nothing wrong in all of this. It delivered what it had to deliver. The response is what's more interesting. And in the immediate response to NVIDIA's numbers, Bitcoin ripped, okay? It went back to like 93,000 because everyone assumes everyone owns the same stuff and it was going to be risk on again. And then it bled lower, and we did make new lows. So that at least implies that there are people who have portfolio stress who need to sell some stuff. And I do think that even the morning highs in the S&P 500 I was flagging earlier, sometimes if it's just a reflex oversold bounce after the market's been pulling back, it gets halted by like a 20-day moving average. I mean, it's really short term, but that's exactly where we stopped. And where we're trading right now is basically Tuesday's lows. So the market is trying to test these ranges and see kind of who needs to unload some stuff on rallies, and you have it from there. It's not that much of a fundamental story.
All right, sell some stuff, but we're seeing NVIDIA get sold. Is this an idea that people want to take those profits? Is it also concerns about AI still being a bubble? I mean, this report eased them, but they certainly didn't go away.
What it did is ease the demand cliff concerns, the idea that NVIDIA didn't have visibility through next year. I don't think anyone is doubting that right now. I think people say it's already 8% of the S&P. A lot of people own it. And it wasn't so different than what you would have assumed. So the stock is kind of in one of its plateau periods, I think, right now, and just didn't have enough juice to carry everything else with it. Because if bullish stuff for NVIDIA in terms of the desperation of people spending at those high margins means it's coming out of somebody else's pocket. And I think Microsoft never got a bid this morning, and I think that's the tricky part right now.
So apparently NVIDIA is not the catalyst to restore the animal spirits.
By the way, because I never thought it was make or break. It just sort of has this spotlight because it's on a January fiscal year. That's why we fixate on it, because it's a month after everybody else reports.
So is there a catalyst out there as we move towards the end of the year that could return the animal spirits, or they just come back on their own?
Yeah, I don't know about come back on their own. I do think the market wants clarity on the interplay of the underlying economic growth and the Fed. I thought that September number today, look, things didn't fall off a cliff in September. Unemployment rate leaks higher. We're going to get a cut, the market believes, by the end of January. It's not that far away. So in theory, the macro could stabilize, or maybe you flush out this positioning, everything looks cleaner, and you got a good scare in the market, and then the seasonal ramp can happen in a delayed way. But we'll see.
Mike Santoli with his midday word.